here we are at this hive. This hive is actually my nuke. If you guys remember that a swarm that I caught. And today we gotta check it, make sure they ain't overgrowing in this nuke, make sure they're growing good. Make sure they don't need to be moved to a 10 frame box. If they need to be moved to a 10 frame box, we're gonna do it today. If they don't, we'll just leave them how they are. Today I got a smoker. These bees aren't necessarily the nice kind of bees that you'd hope for, but today they're look at them. They look fine. They look decent. I don't think they're yet ready for a being moved to a next 10 frame box yet, but they are well on their way to needing to be, transferred here soon, probably in the next couple weeks. They're a smaller hive. This frame right here on the side isn't really being drawn out really well, but it's all right. We kind of got into this hive in my last video I think like 2 to 3 weeks ago or something. Today we got to make sure that they're doing it well and see how they're kind of doing. And this frame seems good. Look at that. A lot of bees on this frame. We have a lot of brood, and we have eggs and larvae on this frame, so that's good. Look at that frame. That's a good frame. Now, there are actually a good size amount of bees. The smoke's getting in my face. So I'm gonna move my smoke down there so it don't get in my face, so I can talk decently. Excuse me. Let's pick up this frame. Look at that. Wow, this frame looks really good. Oh, look at that frame, y'all. Look at all those bees. I really like that frame. Look at that. Look at all that cat brood and eggs and larvae that we have there. We're looking for a queen. I don't see our queen yet, but at least on this side, I think she's probably going to be on this side. Let's look on this side. If you tell me in the comments if you see her. If you see her before me, congratulations. I don't see her yet on this frame, and she may be on a different frame. But these bees, as you can tell, they're not really the nicest bees, but I'm having a smoker, so it's kind of calming them down a little bit better. I don't see our queen on this frame, at least. So she doesn't seem to be on this frame. Kind of close it right here. Move this over. Let's give them a little puff, guys. Don't you think we might need to give them a little puff? Small puffs. No need for anything too big, but kind of calm them down a little bit. There we go. Things that I've seen that have worked before, if there's a lot of bees flying around you, sometimes smoke in the air, it doesn't smell good to you, but it will calm the bees down a good bit so then they're not all over you. And if you get stung on your body or somewhere, whenever you are able to just smoke them like that and be able to, around your face, you can 100% be able to calm them down and they're not going to be all over you. Well, I can't believe this. This frame right here was terrible at first. Whenever I put it in here, I didn't think they were going to draw it out. I was thinking about taking it out, but look at that. They have fixed it all up, and there's a lot of brood in here. So far, 2 frames full and 1 frame that's half full of brood. So once all this brood hatches, it's going to be unbelievable how many bees are in here. Look at all that brood. So our queen might be on this frame somewhere. We got to watch out for her, make sure she's doing well. But I see a lot of eggs. That tells me she's in here. She's laying. She's been here in the past 24 hours at least. So, folks, I've struggled, and I've been saying it all the time. You don't always have to find your queen. Just make sure you have eggs and larvae in your hive. And we have eggs and larvae, so no need of stress on if our queen is in here or not. I would like to see her just to show you guys what she looks like and her size. She's a good, decent sized queen, and she has a really good pattern. She's looking good in here. Now this frame over here, I'm hoping has a little bit of brood, and I really want it to have some honey on it because I haven't seen as much honey as I would like to. This frame right here was honey that I gave them. If you guys remember on my video of the swarm catch, it didn't, you know, like it did fine. It was a fine video. A lot of people watched it, but it didn't do as good as some of my other videos did. So not as many people saw it, but I think a good majority of people saw it and liked it. So I hope you'll go check it out and give it a like and see what you like about it, maybe. This frame seems a little heavy. Yep, and as I saw, we have some eggs and brood on this side. This side over here, we actually do have some brood. So on the very end over here, on the side here, we have some eggs and some larvae and some honey. So we have a lot of honey on this side, so that's good. Capped honey over here too, so they'll have a good enough honey to, you know, keep them going. So good honey over here. They're looking nice, looking really, really well. They're packing in some honey. They ain't yet, don't seem like they're yet ready for a never box just yet. I want to let them kind of grow a little bit more, just to kind of let them get really, really strong. And once they're really, really strong, that's when it's going to be go time with this hive. This hive is already looking really, really good. They're about 4 frames decently full, but once all this brood hatches and they can keep going, the next 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks, they'll be ready to be put in the 10-frame box, and I have no doubt that they'll be full-size colony upcoming in before at least winter comes. Now, as you can see on this frame, look at there. Got a case of wonky comb. Most likely isn't waxed really well. So we can't use this frame. Let's just shake these bees back in. Can't really use it because they're drawing it out really bad. I can use that what do you call it? That wax to use to re-wax other frames and this frame as well. So gotta brush these bees off softly. Softly brush them off. Or, you know, shake them. Try to get them off with the frames. So then we can just kind of, these bees have been a lot much better once I smoked them. I just want to put some smoke in the air. They aren't really being too much. I just want to put a little smoke in the air just to kind of calm them down a little bit more, just in case they get a little rowdy later. Alright, that's fine. Let's set this frame aside. It has one comb. Now we got to decide what frame we can put in here next to fill in for the 5th frame. Wish I had some drawn comb that we could give them. There's a lot of, this nuke box right here is kind of, I gotta put it upside down. This place is a mess. I gotta clean up here again, guys. This place always gets a mess whenever I need to find frames and stuff. We're gonna get around to it. It'll look much better. Also I need to put lids on all this stuff. It's been rain because we just got a lot of rain. I need to really, guys, what I need to do is get some totes. I've talked about it before in my live streams. Get some totes and be able to do that to be able to put my frames in that need to stay dry, and the totes would most likely be able to stand some of the other stuff. All right, so what I'm going to do, as you can see here, we have a empty frame. We're going to put this in here. I'm not sure what we're going to do, you know, where we're going to put it. I need to scoot this over a little bit just to kind of put it over here. You know, scoot my frames over just a little bit. I could put this in the middle, which is what I'll probably do. I guess they call that checkerboarding. Put this in the middle, they'll draw it out, and I'll let the queen lay in it, or the bees, you know, can do whatever they would like with it. I think I'll probably put it right here. Put this side on the side here. Or better yet, it might be better if we put it right in the middle of these 2 frames. See, these bees aren't happy now, but I'm kind of sticking right in the middle. Now what they'll do is they'll draw this out slowly, and pretty good. I need what I'm trying to do is trying to get some of the bees to start drawing some of my empty frames that need to be drawn out. That'll be good. Oops. Put that right. And this is I do this all the time sometimes. Now what we got to do, actually what we got to be careful of, and what I just thought of, is we got to be careful not to roll our queen. She could be in the middle. I don't know exactly where she's at. So we're going to scoot this over, all the way over there. So now we have a good space there. Now I don't have to really as much worry about it. There we go. It's perfect. We didn't roll the queen because I scooted it over. Now, what the bees will do, they'll draw all that out at some point. I don't know when. Hopefully soon. And that will be good. Just to let them fill it out. And before we know it, this hive will be nice and strong, and stronger than it is today, of course. We'll be able to put them in the 10-frame box. If you guys are curious how many hives I have right now, including this one, we have 8. So, well, other than that, folks, I guess that's it. Go on and click the thumbs up button if you would. It helps out a lot. We'll catch you guys on the next Beekeeping video. Take care, everybody.